Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1394. It has begun. Yes, we started the move. So if you check out my Facebook page, there's some videos I put up there from today showing you through the house. Kept losing Wi-Fi signal. I have no idea what videos made it up or what didn't. So you'll get some idea of what the house looks like on the inside, and you'll see Zeffy out there playing in the backyard, well, exploring the backyard. But it's been a full-on day. I am absolutely knackered, tired, for those that don't know what that means. Barely can keep my eyes open right now. And finally got an order that I've been waiting on. So I had ordered different types of snacks and stuff to have at the house on Tuesday for the movers. And they were supposed to be delivered between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. yesterday morning. And when I tracked them, they said that they were on the truck for delivery at 3:44 a.m. I canceled the order between 12 and 1 this afternoon because it still hadn't shown up. And there was nothing to indicate when it would. It just said, we're late, we're sorry. No, nothing much. And so I just canceled the whole order, replaced it. I have the replacement order already. So I'm so like, yes. And I think that box over there might be interfering with my Wi-Fi signal. Sorry, I'm just trying to get socks off here right now because my feet are hot. And if my feet are hot, that means the rest of me will start heating up too. But yeah, we had a great day. I woke up at 4 a.m. full of excitement, couldn't sleep. And so I thought, right, that's it. I'm up for the day. I'm going to do all my stuff here, get everything ready to go. We didn't get the car packed till later on because we have a quiet zone time here from 10 a.m. to 7, from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. And so around 7, we went out for a walk. We came back. I put Zeffy, on the long lead. I had a whole bunch of stuff inside, that had arrived from Amazon yesterday. For stuff that I needed because I don't have time to go to the grocery store. So I got toilet paper, I got hand soap, I got her new water bowl. I have to tell you, her new water bowl is incredible. It's amazing. It's this plastic thing that's got 4 legs. It's got a non-splatter guard thing. You take that off. You take out the white disc. There's a white disc inside that has a hole in the middle, and it's kind of sloped down towards the hole. But the bowl's like about this deep. It's about this round and about this deep. And you fill it up with water. You put the white plastic disc on top. You put the whole thing into the stand. And you've already adjusted the stand to the height of your dog. And you put the splash guard thing around it, which is flat. And I put it down on the floor. Zeffy was straight in there drinking. It was like, this is cool. And she drank more water this morning than she does in any given day. She just kept going back to it because she liked it so much. I was like, great, I can keep her hydrated. But when I first got there, the screen door was locked, and I was like, oh, now I've got to find the key, one of those key box things, because they said there's only one key. I have to do it with keyless entry, but there's only one key, and I'd have to take the one that's in the lockbox. So I went over to the lockbox, texted the guy and said, hey, I'm here, the screen door's closed, I need to get into the key box. And so he sent me the code. I got into the key box, took the key out, closed it back up, and we got inside with the key for part of it, and then the digital thingy with the app on the phone got us inside. And I had Zeffy on the leash. And we walked straight through around into the garage, opened the garage door, put her back in the car. Then we backed the car into the garage, closed the door, and now we had freedom of movement. That meant that I could easily unload the car. I didn't have to worry about her or anything. So then what we did next is that before we did any unloading is and we had breakfast with us too, because we stopped at, I don't know, Jack in the Box, I think it was, for breakfast on the way. And so that was still sitting in the car. But anyway, I put her on a lead and walked her around the house, every single room and everything else. And 4 rooms have carpet, and that's the office and the 3 bedrooms. And a couple of times she tried to stop to pee, and as soon as I realized what she was doing, I says, no, not in the house. And she'd just like stand up straight and, okay, we'll just carry on and walk around. And but she was pretty good walking around, except for those 2 times she tried to, but I stopped her very quickly. And then we took her out to the backyard so she could have a look out there, and she really enjoyed it. and it's got a raised bed, which is like about 2 bricks high. It's not that high, but it's high enough for her that she can rest her chin on the top to see over. But to get a better view, she puts her front paws up, and she was like looking in this thing and what's going on here. And then she went off trotting down the side of the house to where the double gates are. And then she came trotting back, and then she gets back again, and she stops and she turns and she cocks her head and she's listening. And there was this bird chirping away. I have no idea what it was. I had never heard it before, but it was a clacking. It was sort of like a clacking, singing sound. And she's cocking her head, and you can see her trying to listen to it. And then she's kind of moving her head around very slowly, looking for where is that noise coming from. But I hadn't seen her listen that intently before, so that was kind of cool. And so she did her thing, and then we went inside the house, and then she went to the door to say, right, we're going back inside the house. And so we went back inside the house, and I took her off the lead at that point, but left her harness on. And we just wandered around the house, went and got the stuff out of the car, got our breakfast, had our breakfast together, and I got 2 sandwiches, and what I do with them is I basically take the bread off one of them and just make the other one a super sandwich. And I get one of the eggs out of one of the buns, and I rip it up and I put it in the box that the sandwich came in, and then I put that down on the floor for her because I didn't have a feeding bowl for her. And so she went and ate that while I had my triple double whatever it was sandwich. I think I had like 3 eggs in there, some ham, bacon, I don't know. And then we just started walking around. Now I have an app on the phone, and within 72 hours of picking up the key, so by Sunday morning, I have to have finished the inspection of the house. And whenever I come across anything that needs fixing, I have to go into I not only log it in that app, I have to go into another app to put in a maintenance request. And I have several, because the first thing that we heard when we opened the door was beep. So they had not fixed the smoke detector. They had not fixed the screen door handle. What else hadn't they fixed? Yeah, they hadn't fixed anything I told them about like Monday or Tuesday last week. Monday or Tuesday. They hadn't done any of that. So all those work requests went in along with everything else. And then in the bedroom at some point, one of the bedrooms, there was this patch like about this big where the carpet was threadbare. Like it was down to the backing of the carpet. Like they had pulled out all this carpet and it was just thread. I'm like, who on earth did the walkthrough at the end of the last tenants that were in here and didn't notice this? Well, that's really weird. And so I got the living room done. I got the office done. And every room you go into, when you go into this app, it tells you which room, you pick which room you want to go into. And then you have to take pictures of the ceiling from different angles. And then you have to put if you can see any cracks in there. And then it gives you this list of questions there. And you have to say yep to those. If there's no on any of them, you have to swipe it and then include photographs of what the error or what the thing was. Then you have to do the same with the walls, the floors, the windows, the doors. Do the light fixtures work? Does the fan work that's in the room? The closet when you're in the bedroom, does the closet light work? And I'm like, it doesn't have a light. So I had to go, no. And then in the comments put, there is no light in the closet. And then took a picture of the inside of the closet up there so they could see there is no light in there. But the blinds were really interesting because I'd never come across blinds like this before. Normally you have the little twirly thing or cords to open and close the blinds. Well, this had the little twirly stick. But there was nothing to lift the blinds. I'm like, this is weird. So I thought, well, they've got to be able to lift up somehow. So I slipped my hand underneath the base and pushed up just to see what would happen. And oh my gosh, that's how you lift the blinds. So like these ones here, you literally just move them up. But these are just slat blinds. They're 2-inch wide wooden slats. And you do the same thing of how this works. You just push them up and they stay there. That's really cool. And there was one window I couldn't get open, and I totally forgot to take a picture of it. Well, I took a picture of it for the app, but the app doesn't put them into my photo library, so I can then pull them into the maintenance repair requests. So you kind of have to take 2 pictures of when things are wrong. And so I have to do that one when we go back on Saturday. So Saturdays, I'm going to complete the walkthrough and the rest of the maintenance requests as well. They're supposed to be going in tomorrow to fix all the other things or see what, I'll have a look at things to see what's going on. But yes, we had a good walk around. Let's see, I got 1 bedroom done, the office done, the living room done. It was time. The laundry I got done. And I think that's all I got done at that time. But I did go around like checking things. Like I went to the gas stove. Did I tell you it had a gas cooker in it? It's got a gas stove. I'm very happy about that. And so I went in there and like checked the burners, and one burner would not. It would go click 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 click, but it wouldn't light. The other three did, so I have to report that one. And then I opened up the oven to have a look at that. It was disgusting. It's dirty, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to self clean this. This is gonna have to wait till Saturday when I can do a self clean. But yes, the photograph will be shown to them that this is filthy. I don't know who did the move out check or anything, or if anybody even went to the house and checked it after the last people moved out, but they missed a lot of stuff that could have been fixed by now. But I don't know how they do the move out thing because I haven't done a move out thing with them before. But yeah, so Saturday is going to be putting the oven on for self clean, and that'll be my way of testing it cook. I went to check the dishwasher, and it's brand new. It still has the ties holding things in places. So I thought, oh, that means I got to get the scissors in there. And I was like, I really can't bother doing that right now. Because then I have to find, and I was like, okay, well, where's the manual for this thing? Because I've got to figure out how to use it. Because I don't use my dishwashers much. Last time I used a dishwasher was before Brad passed. Well before Brad passed, like a couple of years before Brad passed was the last time I used it. At least 2 years before Brad passed was the last time I used a dishwasher, because our one broke down, and they said, "Oh, just go buy a new one, and we'll take it off your rent." And I'm just like, I really don't want to do that. So we didn't. We just hand washed everything. So yes, and now I was going through drawers trying to find the extra keys. I found the garage door opener, which is good because there was only one. And found the manual for the refrigerator, which is also brand new. And then found, what else did I find? I don't think I ever did find the dishwasher one. Oh, that's fraying. One of my cords on my blinds here is fraying, which means it's probably going to snap, and I won't be able to use. So I'm going to have to replace these blinds too. But it was just interesting, just walking around and doing and seeing these things. So Saturday, we can't go in tomorrow because I've got an appointment at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:30, and then I start work at on the chat at 12 to 4. But before at 8 o'clock, I want to leave here at 7:30 to go down and get the mail at 8 o'clock when they open, because we didn't get to do that today because I had Zeffie with me. She's going to stay at home for that, and then come home, do my 9 o'clock call, do my 10 o'clock call, do my 10:30 call. Then I get like an hour before I have to be on the chat, which is my lunchtime. And then I'm on the chat till 4 o'clock, and then I'm going to have to go out to buy a bed because I got to try those. I can't just go order those online. I have to try them out. And I got mixed up when I was trying to order the washer. I know exactly which washer and dryer I want. And for some reason, the website was not being cooperative. So now I have to go into the store, which happens to be near the bed place. So the bed place is here on this side of the road, and across the road from that is the other place where I can get the washer and dryer from. Because then all of a sudden they were saying, oh, we can't. They were saying, oh, we could have this delivered on Saturday. And I'm like, yes, I got to get it delivered. Oh, we don't deliver to that area. And I'm like, or there was something about the area, like you'd have to call to get the scheduling time and all of that. And I'm like, oh, great. I actually have laundry that I need to do. And I was thinking, well, if I get the laundry on Saturday, then I can test it by doing my own laundry. Yeah. And I'm like thinking, oh, maybe, I really don't want to have to go do a laundry here at the laundromat here, because you've got to pay for it. This one, it's brand new washer and dryer. I can test it out that way. My laundry stuff is already over there. Like my laundry detergent's over there. My dryer balls are over there. Yeah. But I got this really cool hand soap dispenser thing that I got through Amazon that's done with some small business. And I like to support small businesses. It's not a big conglomerate. And it's I think it's called raw sugar. But they have all natural ingredients in this thing. And there's no paraffins, no sulfates, no blah, blah, blah. That's all bad for you. They smell really, really good. I've got the box comes with 4 different scents in it. And so I've got one in the master bathroom, one in the guest bathroom, and one by the kitchen sink. The one by the kitchen sink is called lemon sugar. And they're meant to have like sugar granules. But I tell you, my hands feel fantastic. There's a moisturizing with granular. It doesn't feel like you're having a scrub though. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, oh, it's supposed to have sugar in it, but your hands come away feeling soft and really cool. And they still feel that way, even though I've gone back to my other soap here at the camper, and they still feel really good and soft. And I'm like, I kind of like that stuff. So we'll see. I did remember to buy toilet paper yesterday too, so we had that there as well. And I took hand towels over, and yeah, we took a whole bunch of stuff. And then I finally remembered, oh yeah, I'm supposed to. I went out to the car and said to Sophie, I said, okay, we're ready to go. And we go out the car, the trunk's still open, the front door's open. I'm like, oh, I forgot to unload the car. So we pulled everything in the car that was in there, and found places just to store it for now. And I'll figure it all out, on Saturday, because Saturday we'll take another load over. And I get home, and my packing boxes had arrived, and the bathroom stuff's arrived, like a wastebasket for the guest bathroom, along with brush and plunger for both bathrooms, for both toilets. And what else was in there? There was something else in there for the bathroom. Can't remember what it was. And when I was in the master bathroom, I discovered the door to the shower doesn't close, and I thought, oh, that's not good. So that got put that one work request in as well. But yeah, it was just interesting because I've never done a walk through a house like by myself and having to put everything on an app. So Saturday we will finish off the. We'll do all of the. Take a carload of stuff across again. This time I may put the back seat down because I would be a little more organized. and see if he can sit in the front seat with me, and she'll be buckled in and everything else. And she kind of finds it a little small, so I'm going to see if I can find boxes that will build it up so she's kind of got an extended front seat area there, so she can at least lay down and be comfortable. And because of her weight, it turns off the airbags because of her weight. But she has her little belt on, which means she can't go very far, and it's buckled into the seatbelt buckle. So Saturday we're going to take a lot more stuff over with us, and then Sunday we will do the same. Monday she gets picked up by the sitter at like around 9 o'clock in the morning, and so I can take over even more stuff at that point, and then make sure I've got everything ready for the movers. So Sunday, one of my tasks is going to be making the signs for the movers and sticking them up all over the place. Like, this is the family room, this is the dining room, this is the kitchen, this is where I want the kitchen stuff put. Which reminds me, that door's broken. This is the way to get to the craft room, the guest room, the master bedroom. This is the office. This is where all the books and DVDs go. This is where the dining table goes, and all that sort of stuff. And then I thought, well, like, what am I going to do for a desk? Because I don't have a desk for the office. I thought, maybe I'll just get like a dining table instead of a desk, get a dining table and have it wide enough so I can have two computers on there that are back to back. One I use solely for genealogy. The other one I use solely for the travel business. Well, not solely, but one is mainly genealogy use, one's travel business use. And then I have my laptop. I got the iPad. I can get it all connected up, and I can have 4 different places to sit and do stuff. And that'll stop me sitting in just one place. So I figured I might do that. So then I was in there today, and I was like, oh, this pit here is not as deep as I remember. So that's not going to work for that. And it's got the wrong door on it where the double doors are. And I don't like having my back to any doors. So I kind of had to rearrange the room and figure out, well, where am I going to put the whiteboards? And I have to figure out how to get them up on the wall without actually attaching them to the wall. Because in the agreement, you're not allowed to put anything on the walls. And my question is that up there on the roof in the family room, there's blank face plates for the rear speakers. So I'm going to have to put a request in to them to see if I can put shelves up there, so I can put my speakers up there. But then I thought, that might be a little high for those speakers. Yeah, because they're meant to like point down a little. They're built so they point down a little bit once they're attached to the wall and stuff. And so I thought, maybe I'll just like put a table in that corner and an accent table in that corner, and that are the same height, like get a pair of tables that are the same height and sit them on there and do it that way. And attach them to the table so that they don't move, so the direction is always where it's supposed to be. So I thought of that. In fact, I think tall planters might work better because you've got to have them up, not down low where they can get muffled. So yeah, thinking of it, and I was like, oh, that means I can't put my screen up and use my projector. So we're going to work on that one too. So even if I have to put the projector, actually I've got a really blank wall up there, although there is outlets and stuff up there, plug outlets and that blank face plate. So I was thinking maybe I could just project it on. Well, no, that's not going to work. But it would work if I was in the living room because there is a blank wall there And I thought, no, the dining table will be in the way. So we'll figure it out. I don't want to go buying too much right now. And just, work with what I have. And so for now, I'll get the guys to put the dining table into the office area. And I have those little round discs that you can use for sliding heavy furniture around. And because the double door's there, I can easily just swivel it around and put it where it needs to go when I'm done. So I may get that put in there for now and use that as my desk for now until I figure out exactly what I want, what type of decor do I want to have. Do I want rustic looking? Do I want more formal looking? I'm not a formal person. Find something that fits me as a desk. So that's what we're going to do. And bed and washer and dryer tomorrow night, getting those done. And then hopefully get them all delivered on Saturday, which will be nice. And then one of the furniture places where I was looking at some of their tables sent me a note going, oh, this one's dropped in price. And went and had a look and went, no, it's not. It's the same price I saw it at yesterday. Now, it may have dropped the price yesterday, but it wasn't dropped today because it's the exact same price I was looking at yesterday. But we had a good time in there. And then all of a sudden it's like, 11:15. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be starting work at 12. And so it was a mad dash to get everything cleaned up, put away, let Zeffie out again. And then we get into the car. And then what did I forget? I'd left something inside. Oh, I'd left the garage door inside. So I had to go back inside. And so Zeffie's like following me back in. She was funny. She almost literally followed me everywhere. And there was times that I was spending too much time in the room. And she's like, I'm done with here. So she'd go off exploring. And then I would go find her. And she'd be laying on the kitchen floor by her water bowl. So I think she really, really likes the water bowl. And they have a matching feeding bowl that has, they have like tracks that the food falls into. So it means that the dogs aren't, so it's instead of being an open, flat bowl, it's got raised ridges and stuff, almost like a maze. And the food falls down in between, which helps them slow down their eating speed. And she doesn't really eat fast anyway. But I thought, that would be something different for her. That'll make her think about things a little more and be like a puzzle for her. Always trying to find ways to make that work. So she'd be laying on the floor in the dining area in the kitchen there, by her water bowl is where I would find it every single time. And like I'd be calling her, and she's just like, no. And I'd come out, and as soon as I appeared in the doorway, she'd just have this big grin on her face. Oh, I had to come in the doorway and then around the island. And then she'd just look at me and she'd just have this big grin on her face, like, you found me. But it was a very tiring morning, and I was absolutely knackered by the time we got home from that. And I was only a couple of minutes late for work, which was actually pretty good timing and everything else, because the GPS took me away. I would not have thought of coming. I thought this is like miles out of the way to get home, but it actually worked out being the fastest route home. So like, wow, that's pretty impressive. And so we got home here and got her inside, got me inside. I went and got changed because I was just so hot and sweaty. I needed something cooler on. So I have these tank top dresses which come to like mid-thigh or down to the knees, which I love wearing when I'm inside by myself and I don't have to go outside, because they're just so much cooler than t-shirts and pants and that sort of stuff, and shorts, and even cooler than t-shirts and shorts. So you got quickly changed, sat down and worked. And it was actually it got tiring on there too. And then I had my mastermind group after that, and I was really struggling to stay awake after that. And then it suddenly hit me during the mastermind group that I haven't eaten lunch today. It's like, dang. I had a protein shake before we left. We did the Jack in the Box for breakfast. Got home. I had to get straight online. I did a protein shake break around 2:30. Where I made a protein shake, and then I haven't had anything since then. So like now it's 8:20, and it's like, what can I have to eat? I don't know, because I typically don't like eating after 8 o'clock. So maybe I'll make myself, and then I thought, I have tuna, so maybe I'll have some tuna, and I have some bread, so maybe I'll make a tuna sandwich. I had a peanut butter sandwich earlier. I did have a peanut butter sandwich earlier too. So anyway, so that was our exciting day. Tomorrow we won't get to go to the house at all, but in the thing you got to pick time slots for the maintenance people to go. So I just picked the 3 time slots for tomorrow for all of the maintenance stuff that I issued them with. And they can go in and fix all of that because I'm not going to be there. Then the next time they can come in will be Thursday when I put on the other maintenance stuff in. Oh, Wednesday or Thursday because Tuesday we've got the movers coming in, and the movers flat out state in their contract there's not to be any maintenance people there. There's not to be anybody doing any deliveries there. You cannot do it on the day you pick up the keys. They are very particular about things, and I'm like, I am making sure that these guys have a very easy day as far as moving somebody goes, and give them a great experience as a thank you for taking care of everything for me. So I got to go find a cash machine too, because I need to take out money for the moves and all that sort of stuff too. So it's all action, all go, and trying to squeeze things in here and there. And at some point I have to go. Actually, I think I'm pretty much set now for Tuesday. I was trying to think. I thought there was something I had to go to Costco for, but I can do that on Wednesday after work. Yeah. Or Tuesday after the movers leave too. I can do that then as well. Go do a Costco run depending on how long it takes them to empty the 2 units. Get over to my place is from the storage unit to the house is 6 miles. And so it depends how long it takes them to get from there. It's like 12 minutes away, and then how long it takes them to get everything unpacked. And then they said, we'll assemble in, you stand by the front door, tell us where everything goes, and once we've emptied the trucks, then we'll help you. We'll assemble any furniture that you need assembling. I said there's only one piece of furniture that needs assembling, and that's the oak table. And they go, well, if you have the hardware handy, you can't be going through boxes looking for the hardware. We need it right there. If they've taped it to it, and I'm like thinking, where did they put it? And I thought, oh, hang on. I think on top of the pedestals they just put the nuts back on. So all you got to do is find the piece that goes in between the 2 legs, put that piece in and push the 2 legs together. Then you put the top on and you open the top up, and now you've got access to all the screws and stuff to put the legs on the table. That's really, really simple. So we're going to be doing that. And so we're all good. We're ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll. Totally forgot I got to go through drive-through to get through. So money machine to get some money out. Totally forgot about that. So I'll have to get that taken care of. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning when I'm out and about getting the mail. Yeah, I might do that tomorrow morning when I'm out getting the mail. So anyway, it was a very exciting day, a very draining day. I was in bed by 9 o'clock last night because I was super excited, and I was awake at 4 o'clock this morning. So I have a feeling that I'll probably be in bed in the next 30 or something minutes, because I have a little miss who's currently up on top of the dash, who comes and tells me when it's bedtime now. She comes and sits right next to my chair. She puts her paw on my chair. So I say, come on, bedtime. Yes. Oh, and we did take over a couple of folding chairs that I have that sit under the locker here. So we had something to sit on as well. And so these are these nice, you know how you get those foldable chairs? These ones actually open up and they don't have the flatness. They're padded club chairs. They're really comfy to sit in, and they have a little footstool thing there. And there was one point I was sort of like, oh, I could just do it sitting down. And I was going to sit down on the carpet. I went, no. I got the chairs. We're going to sit in the chairs. So got to sit in the chairs. And Zephyr usually jumps up in one, and then I realized that, oh, I'm sitting in the one that she normally jumps up in, because when you're looking at the chairs, if you're looking at the chairs ready to sit down, she normally goes for the one on the left, so she's sitting on my right. Crazy, I know. She likes to sit on my right side. Even when we'd have the chairs out front of the RV, she would actually sit in the chair that was closest to the front of the RV, not the back one. She wanted closest to the front, and those ones should be on my left side. But yeah, she wouldn't get up in the chairs today. She usually does. Anyway, I'm out of here because I can hear a text message just came in from my mom. So I got to go talk to my mum and let her know how today went, because she'll be all excited wanting to know how did it go. And then tomorrow we won't be at the house, but I will be getting the bed, the washer, the dryer, getting my mail, because that's got stuff for the house in there too that I need before Tuesday. And run by an ATM So I've got to do that all tomorrow. And then Saturday, another carload over and finish off doing the inspection thing. So that's what's on the list coming up. Go out, have a super fantastic sparkling day. If you want to see what the inside of the house looks like, just go to my Facebook page. There's lives on there. I don't know if they all got uploaded. I ended up doing like 3 or 4 for the house. And tomorrow I'm actually going to take my internet with me and get that plugged in and see if that helps, because we kept losing Wi-Fi signal in the house. So yeah, we'll take that with us tomorrow and see if that helps with things. But anyway, go out, have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hey, Konera.